First and foremost, I want to thank my amazing admin, Dave G., for sending this paperwork to me. This is the probable cause statement form of Sergeant Brian K. Kennedy, one of the officers for the state of Missouri, that went to the call on October the 7th, 2022, and it reads, I have probable cause to believe that on October the 7th, 2022, in Excelsior Springs, Clay County, Missouri, Timothy Marion Haslett, Jr., a white male, committed one or more criminal offenses: kidnapping in the first degree, sodomy in the first degree, armed criminal action. Number 2, the facts supporting this belief are as follows, and some of this is redacted. I want to say that up front, and they're also referring to the victim by her initials, TJ. On October the 7th, 2022, at around 7:47 a.m., Excelsior Springs officers were dispatched on the report of a female who showed up at the front door wearing a trash bag, metal collar with a padlock, and duct tape around her neck. The party advised the caller that she had been held hostage at a nearby residence since September. Upon the officers' arrival at the residence, they found the victim. She was wearing latex lingerie, and she had a metal collar around her neck with a padlock. The duct tape around her neck, TJ advised that a man by the name of Timothy had picked her up on Prospect in Kansas City at the beginning of September 2022. She advised that Timothy had kept her in a small room in the basement that he had built. He kept her restrained in handcuffs on her wrists and ankles. She was able to get free when he left to take his child to school. Excelsior Springs EMS removed the lock from the collar as it was restricting TJ's breathing. TJ was transported to the Excelsior Springs Hospital by ambulance. Sergeant Samantha Nash St. John rode in the ambulance. TJ advised she could point out the residence if the ambulance would drive by. As the ambulance drove by, TJ indicated it was the residence where she was being held as a hostage. TJ further advised that Timothy had whipped her while she was restrained. There were injuries on her back that were consistent with this description. TJ advised that Timothy, who arred her multiple times and frequently while she was held as a hostage. A records check showed that the resident was Timothy Haslett, white male. Officers set up at the residence waiting for Haslett to arrive, and at about 8:41 a.m., Haslett arrived in a gray Dodge Ram pickup. Officers conducted a felony traffic stop of the vehicle and took Haslett into custody on an unrelated animal control violation. The judge issued a search warrant for the interior of the home. Upon entering the residence to clear it, Excelsior Springs police officers observed a room in the basement consistent with what TJ had described. I believe Timothy Marion Haslett, Jr. will not appear upon a summons. Haslett currently has 3 active warrants for failure to appear out of Clay County, Missouri, Cooper County, Missouri, and Liberty, Missouri. I believe Timothy Marion Haslett, Jr. poses a damage to a crime victim, the community, or another person. Haslett is accused of kidnapping, sodomy, and armed criminal action. Haslett has numerous firearms in his residence. And again, I want to thank Dave G. for sending us this report. As we get more information, I will keep you updated. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, this is UnJustified.